morning, children. It is time for your music lesson. So today we are going to do something very interesting. We are going to look at a musical map. So you know, a map is something that you use when you need to drive to a certain place. So if you need to go from your house to another person's house and you don't know where they live yet, or to a shop, or to a nature reserve, or to another city even. So a musical map is when you have patterns, in this case, and sometimes even pictures, that takes you through the music, what you hear in the music according to the beat. All right, so I have here a musical map for a piece called the Tritsche Polka. It is by Johann Strauss. He's the composer. And you remember, a composer is a person that writes music. All right, so it is like a dance. Let me show you how it works. Did you see what I did there? I used my finger to trace the patterns while following the rhythm or the beat of the music. Okay, now we are going to do it together. So you can print these out at home. If you don't have a printer at home, you can also just pause the video and then you take 3 pages, or if you want to make it smaller, you can take 1 page landscape and divide it into 3 parts, and then you draw all these patterns and symbols, and then you put it in front of you on the floor or on the table, and then you go along with the music and trace it with your finger according to the rhythm. Okay, so you can get that ready, and when you're ready, we are going to do it together. Okay, now we're going to learn about the bongo drum. So at school we've been playing with djembe drums, but we're going to learn about the bongo drums today. So first of all, I'm going to show you a picture of what they look like. Okay, so you could see that there were 2 drums attached to each other. Now I don't have my own personal bongo drums, so I just made a plan with 2 pots. So you can grab some pots from the kitchen, or you can get buckets or anything else, containers that you think you can drum on. Okay, and you will need 2, of course. So I have a smaller one and a bigger one, and with the bongo drums we have what they call a high drum, so the one sounds a bit higher than the other, and the other drum they call the low drum. Okay, so we are going to learn a beat that they call habanera. Okay, and the habanera is just a Cuban name for this beat or rhythm, but it is used all over the world, like in African music and other types of music. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to play it for you the way it's going to sound in the end, and then we're going to break it up into bits and pieces to learn it. Okay, so this is what it will sound like. So that is the habanera rhythm. Okay, so we are going to just start with our left hand, and we're going to play it the same way we play tone on the djembe drum. So we're going to use the front part of our fingers on the edge of the drum, just gently. Okay, and the same with the other hand, but we're going to start with the left hand, and we're just going to beat out 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just sort of let your fingers bounce off of the pot or the bucket that you're using. Okay, now we're going to add an offbeat with the right hand, and as I said, also the front part of the fingers. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and for the last part, we're just going to add a tap with the right hand on the left hand's drum before we do the rest of the pattern that we just did. Okay, so your right hand is going to tap here first and then go over to your other drum, and it will sound like this. Okay, so it's 2 quick ones here, like that, and again, and then on your right hand drum and left hand drum, or the low drum and the high drum as it would be with real bongos. So here we go slowly. Ta 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 ta. And if we break it up again, over here it's 2 short ones. Ta ta. And again, pa pa. And then the hand just goes back to its own drum. Pum 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 pum. And all together. Ta 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 ta. Pa pa. So this is the rhythm that we'll use over and over again. Let's do it a few more times. Okay, now we're going to use it together with music. And this piece of music is actually called Habanera. And it is by the composer Georges Bizet. children, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Have a lovely day further, and then we'll have our next lesson after the holidays.